Hello and welcome to the Thursday Hatha Yoga live stream. We are going to begin in a reclined position. So when you're ready and you have everything you need, go ahead and recline. And take Shavasana. And deepen the breath. And go ahead and bring the legs together. Continue deep breathing. Point the right ankle and lift the leg. Flex the foot. Lower the leg. And point the left ankle. Lift. And flex the foot and lower. Pointing the right ankle, lift, flex the foot, lower. Pointing the left side, lift, and flex the foot and lower. Continue side to side. And lifting the right leg, hold the back of the leg, and flex the foot, lift through the heel. Deep breath. You can hold the calf, or if you're flexible enough, eventually you can hold the big toe. Otherwise, just enjoy stretching and breathing. Keep the neck long and the shoulders level. And go ahead and lower the right leg. And lift the left leg. And hold the back of the leg. And flex the foot, lift up to the heel. And breathe. And lower the leg. Bend the knees. Open the knees. Have the feet together. Hands behind the head. Lengthen the neck. Feet together nice and evenly. And if you feel discomfort in your lower back, then you can elevate the feet with like a blanket or towel or something. If you don't like hands under the head, you can rest the hands to the body or just stretched out alongside the body. Either way, taking some time to really connect with the breath. Yeah, knees lift, knees to chest. And go ahead and hold the back of the legs and roll on up. And come onto the hands and knees. And roll out the back. Very smooth. Nice smooth breath. Taking time to feel each individual vertebra. And feeling more and more smooth through the spine and the movement. Each round, each breath. And child's pose. Come back to hands and knees. Lower all the way. Face down. Reach back through the feet. And inhale, easy cobra. You lift a little bit, open up in the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Again, easy cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale. Easy cobra, lift the hands. Take the hands back. Shoulders back. And then come on down. And then lifting the legs and chest. And come on down. And using the arms a bit, take cobra, but leave the elbows bent. Exhale, release. Use the core and lift. And push into the legs. Downward dog. And let's come back to hands and knees. Extend the right leg, lift just hip level. Lift the left arm. Steady gaze. And switch sides. Extend the left leg, lift just hip level. Right arm extends. And back to downward dog. Pedal the legs. Keep the hips high. Push through both heels and push forward through both hands. And knees down. Bring the hands back and come into a forward bend. Uttanasana. And go ahead and bend the knees, stand on up, and bring the arms up. And relax the arms. Double check that the feet are parallel. And then take chair pose. A little bit of a chair or go really deep into it, or medium. Keeping the feet parallel and some weight in the back as well as the middle and front part of the foot. So evenly distributing the weight as much as you can. Keeping the abs in. Breathing. And hands placed down. Walking the feet back. Downward dog. And knees down. Widen the knees. Child's pose. And let's go ahead and come back to a sitting or kneeling position. Bring the right foot up. Long, long step. Maybe step twice and make sure the knee is above the ankle. Work on lifting the chest. And back foot down. Come on up. Keep the knees tracking forward. Likewise with the hips. Arms up. Spreading the toes. And downward dog. Child's pose. And come to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the left foot, left knee above the ankle, and then back heel down. Come on up. And squaring the hips, spreading the toes. And downward dog. Lift the hips high, take deep, deep breath. And enjoy some time to exhale slowly, still sustaining the dog stretch. And let's bring the knees gently down. Right foot steps up again. Knee above ankle. Right hand on the thigh, twist, open the shoulders. Come on down and take warrior one. Back heel down, rise on up, arms lift, and take a half bow. Come down, hold the thigh, draw into the core, lift up. Take a 2/3 bow, touch near the heel, draw into the core, lift up. Take a full bow, arms back, and inhale, lift up, and square the hips. Hands down, downward dog. And knees down. Big step up with the left foot, left knee above the ankle, and left hand on the thigh, twist to the left. Deep breath. And come on down. Back heel down. Rise up. Warrior one. Go ahead and weave the fingers, take a half bow, and then come on up. And take 2/3 bow. Come on up. And take full bow. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Downward dog. Knees down. Elbows down. Walk the legs way, way back. And then drop the hips. Tuck the tailbone. Have a flat or rounded back. Push back through the heels. And then take the Sphinx. Come on down. Use the core and lift. And push into the legs. Downward dog. Yeah. Take a kneeling position. And again, right foot up. Warrior one. And then weave the right finger first. Push up to palms. Knit the core. Square the hips. Keep pressure through the feet, especially the outer back foot. And open toes. And then release the arms. Hands down, lift up the back heel. You could do the easy twist like we did already, otherwise back leg stays long and the right arm goes up. Hold the low back or knee if you need. Take deep, deep breath. Exhale. Unwind. Downward dog. And knees down. And big step up with the left foot. Warrior one. And then this time, weave the left finger first, or whatever's the opposite side, and push up through the palms. Activating all the alignments. The knee may want to go in, but it's better if it's forward or slightly open. Square the hips, tail down, abs in, index mound presses up, shoulders draw down, deep breath. Hands down, right arm down, left arm up. Feel free to modify like we did before with the knee down and holding the knee, or hold the low back. Otherwise, extending and engaging in the pose and breathing. And come on down. And take downward dog. Knees on the ground. Extend the spine. And then turning to the side. Walk or lightly hop the feet apart. And take pyramid. And knees bending. Come on up to standing. And open up the right foot. Turn the back foot up. Take warrior two. Keep the right knee open. Next is triangle pose. Lengthen both legs, lengthen the rib cage. If you need, just do a moderate triangle anywhere on the leg except for pushing on the kneecap. So just above the knee, maybe just below. And if you don't collapse your chest, if you keep the chest open, the rib cage long, and good sensations and quality breath, eventually you reach lower. But don't force that. Focus on everything else first, the alignment and the breath. And then if the ground comes to you, good. If not, just be patient and keep breathing. Keep practicing with consistency, and all will come. Very good. Let's come on up and adjust. Center the feet first and turning the back foot in a bit. Completely open that front foot. Open all the toes. Take warrior two. Keep the knee open. Abs in, hips centering and level. Back leg strong. Deep breath. And lengthening the legs, rib cage, arms, lengthen the exhale. Take your triangle, a light variation, and see how I still have a parallel rib cage and my chest isn't closing. You can reach a little lower. If you're starting to lose the form, then don't reach lower. But if you can keep that great extension, that length, the breath is the most important part of the alignment. It's the one part that you can't see, except for watching the expansion, contraction of the lungs. Very good. Let's come on up and bring the feet a little closer and open the right foot. Turn the back foot in, spreading the toes. And warrior two. Neutral lift, make Yan Mudra, the index and thumb connect. And like stretch back further. And keep lunging. Side angle, elbow to thigh or hand to ground. Back to warrior two. And then lengthening the right leg, taking the left arm behind the back. Triangle, variation two, the chest and shoulders opening. Deep, deep breath. Long, slow exhale. And draw into the core. And come on up. And turn the back foot in. Open that left foot. Spreading the toes. Take warrior two. Knee opening. Toes opening. Lifted position. Reverse position. Yeah. Side angle. Opening the chest. Back to warrior two. And then lengthening through the left leg, right arm behind the back. Lean down only as far as you keep the chest opening. Triangle variation two, and breathe. And come on up. And bring the feet closer. And open the toes. And take Devi Asana. You bend the knees. Use the hands to help the knees widen. Stand up. And let's move through that a couple times. Bend. Lengthen. Bend. And lengthen. And bending, use the hands to help the knees widen, shoulders above the hips, sit low, stand tall, deep breath. And go ahead and stand up tall and relax the arms. Feet come closer together. And slowly bring the feet all the way together. And then put all the weight on the right foot and open the arms and the left leg. Deep breath. And then put all the weight onto the left foot and open the right arm or the right leg and the arms. And come back to center. Let's go ahead and take a forward salute, neutral spine, or standing arch. And hands down. Downward dog. Head down, hips high. And Knees down. Now let's go ahead and lower all the way down. Take the left arm under the head and stretch the right thigh. Deep breath. Smooth exhale. And release. And let's do the other side. And release. And let's go ahead and take a Cobra Pose. And exhale, lower. Use the core and lift. And push deep into the legs. Downward dog. And knees down. Let's go ahead and turn and walk or hop the feet apart. Lengthen the spine. Consider holding the hips if you need extra support. Stand up. And then clasp the hands behind the back. Stretch the arms back. You may feel really tight and like you can't even do this. So you could hold a piece of cloth and then bend down and stretch the shoulders. And you could also hold the shins or the ground like we've done already. So otherwise, take Prasarita Variation C. Let the head hang down to stretch more deeply and breathe. And put a big bend in the knees and come on up. And again, bring the feet a little closer together, open the toes, knees bending, goddess pose. Knees bending, hands on the knees, widening, glutes down, abs in, and sit, breathe. And come on up and relax the arms and legs. Slowly bring the feet closer to each other. And then holding the wall, stretch the right thigh. And if you like, have the arm lifted. If you're not able to really go deep in the stretch, you may not want to not hold the wall. Release. Take the other side, stretching, abdomen in, breathing, arms lifting. Yeah. Release. Let's go ahead and take a nice squat position. Thighs are nice and loosened up. Hopefully we feel good in the calves and Achilles. If your hips are tight, your back's tight, your Achilles tight, calves are tight, then you may be, so you can sit on a block or two if you have those, or just skip it. Do a seated hip opener like butterfly instead. Otherwise, take a few more deep breaths here. Really enjoy the breath. Really enjoy that release with the exhale. And we'll go ahead and gently sit down. We're going to do a Nav Asana, a nice V seat. Draw the hips back. Knees high, chest high, pointing the ankles, and extending, then arms extend. And then feet down, and tucking the ankle in, hands forward. Take hands and knees, and lower all the way down. And reach back through the feet, and inhale. Lift legs and chest, arms back. Exhale, lower, set up for bow. We hold the ankles, hug the knees in a bit, and then inhale, bow. Just lift a little bit at first, and if it feels good, lift nice and deep. Keep the feet relatively together, and breathe. And come on down. Feet release. Hands alongside the hips. Head turns to the right. And just relax as you stretch. It comes back to center, clasping the hands and pulling the arms back and opening the chest. Deep, deep breath. And lower. And rotate the head to the side. And again, deep breath. Head comes to center, right arm extends. Let's shift up onto the right side, or truthfully, you can do whatever side helps you see the screen. Hold the head, flex the feet, and lift and lower the leg several times, keeping the foot in line with the other foot and not turning the foot up. That will get your leg higher, but it will lose the pure isolation of the muscles that we're aiming for. So it's not be as high, but really target the muscles we're trying to work on, the lateral core. And then rotating the knee, holding the big toe and extending. And extend a little bit. If you're losing your balance, bend the bottom leg. And optionally extend both legs and lift through the big toe mound. The shoulders soften, and the breath is full and deep. And release. Let's go ahead and slowly make our way to the next side. Holding the head, flexing the feet, lifting the right leg, lowering, and repeating several rounds. And opening the right knee. And extending the leg. And come on back to center. Take the Sphinx, really work on opening up in the chest, have the feet a little bit together, reaching back through the ankles. Deep breath. And if you like, lengthen the arms. Shoulders back. Now come on down. Use the core and lift. And push into the legs. Downward dog. Yeah. Take child's pose. And let's switch to a comfortable seat. Now I feel really good sitting on my heels, and a lot of people have pain in their ankles or knees doing that. So do this if it works for you. Otherwise, maybe bring your legs out and cross the right leg over. And when we do the twist on the left side, you'd switch legs. So we're going to do a seated twist. Leg position is less important than having a really tall spine. So tall spine, lifted chest, twisting to the right, shoulders open, head turns if it feels good, neutral neck, or look the other way if you need, and breathe. And other side. Come on back to center. Legs come out from underneath. All right. Now we're going to try a transition from Nav Asana, like making a V, into Dandasana, making an L. So it takes a lot of core control, and if this is the first time you're trying to do it, you shouldn't expect too much of yourself, but have fun practicing, and we'll move along shortly. So knees high, chest high. You could just stay like this, but if you're able to, arms out, legs up. This is the V or Navasana. And then legs lower, feet flex, arms lift. See how much control you can bring into the movement. That will be really good for your core. And then relax. Knees come in. And let's do that one more time. Knees high, chest high, modify or take the full V. The thing about moving with grace is that it's really good for your joints and it makes your core stronger. You can do a lot of blatant stuff for your core, that's hard on your joints. But if you can be really graceful in the movement, let's go ahead and take that again. See how smooth and synchronized you can be. You can be really graceful in the movement, then the body's joints usually respond really well. So let's hold the Dandasana. Think about like a graceful jump, like when you jump forward and you land really lightly. The lack of sound is a lack of impact going into the joints, meaning you're strengthening the core more. When you thump, which is natural when you do a jump at first, the sound is more impact for the joints, less strength in the core. And that's fine to make sound when you're doing jumping at first. You can always walk instead of jump. But if you train regularly and you really work on the core and being graceful, then you'll be stronger and have more sustainability for your joints. Now that we've enjoyed a nice little lecture series, we'll quiet down with a forward bend and relax the back of the neck. Sit bones, draw back a bit, reach forward through the chest. Breathe. Yeah, release the forward bend. And let's go ahead and scoot on up. And lower into the back. Cross the legs and take reclined free seat. So you can have the right foot crossed in front, lower the feet, let the thighs stretch, the knees work outward, and arrange the arms any way that feels really good for you. Time to breathe. And switch which leg is forward. And knees lift, knees to chest. Let's go ahead and open the arms, take the legs to the left, a nice twist. Remember your deep breathing and adapt as needed. Sometimes you need something under your leg or between the legs. Sometimes using the top hand for leverage works the best. Do the best you can to keep your shoulders down and keep breathing. And legs to the other side, nice deep stretch. And of course, what makes it deep is deep breath. So go deep inside to go deep outside and enjoy it all. And let's all take Shavasana, relaxing, breathing, and letting go. Letting yourself return to more of an effortless, natural breath. When you're ready, we'll deepen the breath. Come into knees to chest. And then take a transition to a comfortable seat. Comfortable seat of choice. Sitting tall and breathing deep. Let's do a clearing breath and 3 ohms. Breathing in, open mouth, exhale. And then inhaling. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope this practice was just what you needed. Remember, you can always adapt these practices. Some people need to put a little more effort into it, and some people need to rest a little more. The middle ground is great too. Be willing to experience it all and stay with the breath. Classes are for donation. I can produce more and more content via continuous donation. So thank you so much. If you're able to do that, there's a link in the description below. Small, medium, large, it all is appreciated. And if you don't have the finances, don't worry. Train as much as you want, but I really appreciate it if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, give a like, make a positive comment, share with your friends. That could be a great contribution if you're not able to support financially. So best wishes to everyone. This has been Hatha Yoga, which we do every Thursday at 10:30, and we will do Vinyasa on Saturdays. If you'd like to sweat a little bit more, let's check in for that. Most likely every other Monday, or at least one Monday a month, I'll be doing a yoga for stress and anxiety, including some pranayama and meditation. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I have a couple saved already. All the practices get saved, so practice any day you want and check in for the live streams if you can. All right, until next time, best wishes, drink water, take care of your family, and be well.